classes, Sawantwadi. Today we are discuss the rotational dynamics in physics. Is the first chapter in 12th science. In rotational dynamics, we are discuss few points. First one is circular motion. Second, characteristics of circular motion, kinematics of circular motion, uniform and non-uniform circular motion, and the last one is centripetal and centrifugal force. Okay, let us see. First, circular motion. So, what you know about motion? Motion is called moment of particle, not a moment, moment of particle. Rotational motion. When this is your two particles, when one particle is revolve around any other particle, then is called rotational motion. Then is called rotational motion. So first is circular motion. When the particle revolve in a circular orbit is called as circular motion. When a particle revolve, when a particle is moving in a circular orbit, then is called circular motion. Okay. So next one, characteristics of circular motion. There are two characteristics. First is accelerated motion and second is periodic motion. Accelerated motion. In accelerated motion, the direction of velocity is changes. What I am saying? In accelerated motion, the direction of velocity is changes. And second, periodic motion. During a motion, particle repeats its path. That is here. Suppose this is your circle and particle is present on circumference of circle and is having a motion, and the particle is repeat its path along a same trajectory. Is called as periodic motion. Okay. So third one is kinematics of circular motion. Kinematics of circular motion. Let us see a diagram here. This is your xy plane. And this is your circle having center is O. Radius is R. Omega is defined angular velocity. Theta is defined angular displacement. S is defined arc length between PQ. P and Q be the two points. Okay. So first is angular displacement is defined theta bar. In vector is defined theta bar. Suppose your particle is present at a point P, is an initial point. When it's having motion, it comes to Q. In that time, arc length is defined as, so angular displacement theta is equal to arc length upon time. So you got theta bar is equal to S upon R. Second, angular velocity. When your object, your particle having a motion, in that time it's having a speed, in that time it's having a velocity. Why it is called angular velocity? Because your particle is moving on the circumference of the circle. Then omega bar is depend on angular displacement upon time. You know velocity is equal to displacement upon time. So here angular velocity is depend on angular displacement upon time. So you got omega bar is equal to d theta bar upon dt. And linear velocity is v bar is equal to ds upon dt. Here S is defined displacement. But here S is defined arc length. Don't confuse. S is defined displacement here, and here S is defined arc. So in linear velocity, v bar is equal to ds bar upon dt. So next, third one is angular acceleration. You know about acceleration is depend on velocity upon time. So angular accelerations obviously is depend on angular velocity upon time. So you got alpha bar is equal to d omega upon dt. This is equation number 3. First one is this. This is equation number 1. This is equation number 2, and this is equation number 3. And linear acceleration is equal to a bar is equal to dB upon dt. This is called linear acceleration. The linear acceleration and linear velocity is in translational motion, and in rotational motion we are discussing about angular displacement, angular velocity and angular acceleration. So next, relation between linear velocity and angular velocity. The relation is v bar in vector form. V bar is equal to omega bar cross r bar. So you got in magnitude v is equal to omega r. So omega is equal to v upon r and r is equal to v upon omega. This is your third point. It's completed. Now for fourth is uniform circular motion and non-uniform circular motion. Let us see here. What is uniform circular motion? The speed of a particle remains constant. It's called UCM. Uniform circular motion is what? The speed of a particle remains constant. It's called UCM. And non-uniform circular motion, speed of a particle is not constant. It's called non-uniform circular motion. Okay? In uniform circular motion, let us see this diagram. This is your circle having center is C. R is defined radius. Omega bar is defined angular velocity and V bar is defined linear velocity. This one. Okay? So in UCM, when your particle directed towards the center, in that time centripetal acceleration is present and is called radial acceleration, and it is called also radial acceleration. AR bar is equal to minus omega square r bar. So you got in magnitude A is equal to omega square. So when you got A is equal to omega square r, then put the value of omega. Omega is equal to V upon r. So I written here V square upon r. A is equal to V square upon r. Okay. And next, and A is equal to omega square r. Now I put the value of r. What is r value? R is equal to V upon omega. So A is equal to, you got V omega. Okay, this is equation. This is relation between A, V, omega. Okay, this is UC, uniform circular motion. So non-uniform circular motion is force is directed outward. Force is directed outward. Which one? This direction is particle is away from the center. Particle is moving away from the center. Then is called centrifugal acceleration. And it is called non-uniform circular motion. In non-uniform circular motion, particle is directed away from the center. And uniform circular motion, particle is directed towards the center. Okay. So last one is centripetal and centrifugal force. Centripetal force is depend on centripetal acceleration and is also depend on radial acceleration. What I am saying? Centripetal force is depend on centripetal acceleration and it is called radial acceleration. So radial acceleration is called AR bar is equal to minus omega square r bar. You got radial acceleration. So according to Newton's second law of motion, F is equal to ma, mass into acceleration. This force is centripetal force. F C P. I repeat, F suffix P. CP. Centripetal force is equal to mass is as it is A is called AR. What is my A? A is called acceleration. My acceleration is radial acceleration. So our A is replaced by AR. So centripetal force, we got FCP is equal to minus m omega square r bar. This is my centripetal force. Okay. Why it is negative? Because it is towards the center. It's called. Why it is negative? Because it is towards the center. Then it's negative. FCP is equal to minus m omega square. F bar SCP CF is equal to plus m omega square r bar. What I am saying? Centrifugal force is directed away from the center, then is positive. Then is positive. And when your particle is directed towards the center, then is negative and is called centripetal force. Okay? And this is called centrifugal force. FCF. Suffix CF is defined centrifugal force. FCP is defined centripetal force. Okay? Centripetal force is a real force. Is a real force. And centrifugal force is a pseudo force. Is a pseudo force. So today we are stopping here. If you understood this all the points, then like me and subscribe.